This is an example of a retrieval grid that I've used in history. We have multiple retrieval grids for each year group. I think it's been a really useful tool for revision. I think having these retrieval grids can be better than the likes of a multiple choice quiz or a Kahoot, as at the end of the day pupils have to know the answer, and it can be quite easy for them to identify the correct answer when next to all the wrong answers. So I think this is a lot more useful. It depends how you want to use it. You can use it as a starter, a plenary. It could come after memorization. One way that I've used it is setting revision for homework, and then the start of the next lesson then is the retrieval grid, so pupils can assess how their revision has gone essentially. So as you can see, it works in a point system. There are more difficult questions ranging from quite easy questions. So how we've used it in the department is I've used it simply, pupils number the questions at the back of their books. They're given 10 minutes to get as many answers as they possibly can. Others have used whiteboards, recreating the grid in the whiteboard and then ticking if they believe that they can answer the question, and so this is followed up then by targeted questioning. Or alternatively, pupils could be given an empty grid. This can be placed on the board and then they can simply record the correct answers, or what they hope are the correct answers. So it is essentially up to you how you can use it. And as I said, I think it's quite accessible. A lot of the pupils have requested that this gets put on Google Classroom so that they can check their revision at home. And one thing that I've stressed to the pupils is that it's not meant to be a test that is recorded on Sims or anything like that, but rather it's a test for them to identify how their revision is going, so that if it's going well, they can be happy with their revision, that it's effective and that they can continue to use those methods, or alternatively they may need to go back to the drawing board and find something else that works. And putting them on Google Classroom, or if I have a variety of them, it just means that they have another method at home, because as we all know, particularly the younger years can really struggle with how to revise and how they check that their revision is working. I've only ever set them for 10 minutes. Obviously it is dependent on the questions and dependent on the subject, but I think it's really quick, easy and accessible way